Hey guys, welcome back to Speedwalk and Talk. Today we'll be playing Pokemon Black 2, a 2012 Pokemon game. I'm very excited to do my second video, guys. I'm very excited to actually do Pokemon Black 2 because I have a lot of history with this game and I have not played it in a while, so I'm very excited to play this here for you guys today. I have to say, I would like to apologize for my last video, guys. I was sick. I didn't promise all the things I said I would do in that, and I'll get to that in a bit. So we are just picking our starter here, and I may be picking Oshawott for this game. I would like to say best starter for Pokemon Black 2 is Tepig, but I'm not going to be using that. And what I was supposed to do last video, I was supposed to give you guys like best team. I was supposed to do a lot of things that I didn't do in the last video that I forgot, and I was really rusty. I'm still a little bit rusty probably on this video, but I have to promise you guys the next video is going to be hands down amazing. Just want to say that. I just got a potion from that guy in that house. Definitely pick that up before you get out of that town. We just met the previous Elite Four champion jumping off a cliff. Probably broke his leg there, but he just walked it off. And he showed us the training school. We're at the ranch right now, and we had to give the map to our rival. And I have to say, I really like the rival in this game. And our herdier was just taken by somebody, so we're going to look around the ranch for that. And also, this ranch has a lot of good Pokemon that you could pick. I mean, they give you a lot of good Pokemon right off the bat. You can see Maweep, Riolu. Riolu's used a lot in this game, like Lucario, and Psyduck, and I believe, like, of course, Lillipup and all the originals from the first game. As you can see, you can just saw Team Plasma there. You meet Team Plasma right before the first gym. I actually really like that. Like, introducing the bad guy team, like, right off the bat is pretty cool. And also, the previous Elite Four champion is going to be showing us type advantages at that training school. Some good grinding before the first gym. And the guy also gives you the metal case, also a pointless thing. The Pokemon introduces that you know you're never going to use, because Pokemon does that a lot. It's like making pointless things that we're never going to use, but I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of pointless things that they introduced, and I actually really like the Olympics in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I really enjoyed that, playing that. Alright, so we're at the first gym. I can't really give you a lot of advice for this gym because, as you can see, I just took it down really easy because, like, I mean, you can get a Riolu, get it up to level 15 to learn Focus Palm, or even do a counter, get your Tepig up to 17, and you learn Arm Thrust, but just level up your starter enough to take it down. As you can see, I wasn't struggling at all. And as I was saying about being rusty, you can see the badge case has changed. It sort of messed up, gave it the Pokemon Black and White badge case, and not the Pokemon Black and White 2 badge case, so sorry about that, guys. We're going to be catching our second Pokemon here. It's actually a Sunkern. You guys know I love using Pokemon that are just not used that often, and Sunkern was just like, I highly doubt anybody's used the Sunflora. I mean, probably somebody has, but probably not in a while. And as I said, being rusty, I haven't put the sprite up yet in the sprite box there to know what my team is, so I'm a little bit rusty at the first part here, guys, but I'll get in the groove in a minute. So after the first gym, you'll go back to these stairs that was previously blocked by a hiker, and he'll let you pass now that you have the first badge, and you'll make it onto the second city, and you can actually take on the second gym right off the bat. Nothing that you have to do, but I do suggest taking on this little sort of route down here to get some extra levels, and there's a lot of good Pokemon in here as well. As I said, if you pick Tepig, you're good for the second gym. It's a poison type gym, but it is a Whirlipede that's her main Pokemon, and if you have a fire type, like I just caught my third Pokemon, Growlithe, and he's going to be helping me out for the second gym here against that Whirlipede, so I'm pretty good to go. But the Pokemon I suggest getting in these routes right here is actually Elekid. He's a good Pokemon. I used an Electabuzz my first run of this game. Absolutely enjoyed it. And if you have some cool friends, like I don't really have that much friends, you can get a League Trade, or you can actually, if you're playing this on PC, you can literally just look up how to link trade on an emulator on your PC. I don't really know the name of the the one I'm using right now. If you guys don't know, I'm actually playing this on PC. So I'm just going to be using my Growlithe. As you can see, he's pretty good. And if you catch him in the dark grass, I think that's the only place that you can catch him, he'll be pretty high level, so you don't even have to train him up that much. Magnemite is also a good pick for this gym because, you know, poison against steel. Just go for a couple Sonic Booms, you're good to go as well. Don't suggest getting a Magnemite because Magnemite doesn't learn any special moves like Thunderbolt or Discharge until like level 50. He only learns like Spark. I mean, you can learn Electro Ball, but I suggest using Elekid. So we just beat the second gym there, guys. Piece of cake, piece of cake. So the person that's going to take us to the third city in the third gym, he's more into acting than he is being a captain of a boat. So you have to do this little side quest that I guess Pokemon introduced to, I don't know, they're pointless thing the Pokemon introduced. I think you're supposed to like make Pokemon movies and then like show it to your friends. I mean, it's a pretty cool side quest. You also meet some old characters from the first games, Pokemon Black and White. You meet the, I think he was the 7th gym leader. I know he was Ice, so yeah, you get to see him, and yeah, I get to make a movie. It's a cool little side quest. I mean, it's kind of boring. It's kind of just, I don't know, you don't even get to use your own Pokemon. But after that side quest, guys, you can go back here, and you'll meet Team Plasma again. And there's a rivalry with your rival against Team Plasma, because Team Plasma stole his sister's Purloin. So he has a little bit of a vendetta, you could say, against Team Plasma. And you have to go after them, and you can see it's Purloin there. Purloin. I never liked that Pokemon's name, because, I don't know, kind of sounds weird. But after you beat them, you can make it on to the third gym here, because the captain wants to be a captain again. So you'll have to go to the third gym, at least try to enter it, and then you'll have the girl from the first one. She was the wasn't she the ace gym leader? Iris. There we go. Try to remember her name for a minute there, and she'll show you where to go. You go into this like little sewer area that wasn't here in Pokemon Black and White. I absolutely love this area, and because you're actually with your rival, you can get some good levels up here. There's a lot of trainers as well, and there's a lot of good items. You can find leftovers in here, and there's also some pretty cool Pokemon. None that would be making it onto my team, but if you guys want to maybe put a Grimer or a Zubat, and there's also a little clearing up some stairs, you can find an Eevee, Cottonea, and a couple others, and they're all very good picks. But I definitely suggest getting some levels up in here and doing some training, because he'll heal up your Pokemon every time you battle, and take on all the trainers in here. So you'll be looking for Team Plasma in here as well, and also looking for the third gym leader, because we'll be encountering him in a minute here. So just, yeah, I suggest at least getting up to like level 20 before the third gym. That's a reasonable level for the third gym. I think the highest level for the third gym is like, I think 24. I think his Leaf Annie's at 24, but it's a piece of cake, as I'll be showing you in a minute. As you can see, I'm not using Sunkern that much because, as I said, it's a really hard Pokemon to use. That's why nobody really uses it. I mean, any grass Pokemon. I mean, I know you got Snivy, but even using a Snivy is pretty hard in the first part of this game, because it's mostly just poison types, to be honest with you. As you can see, there's like a little cave here. It connects with the cave in the fifth gym area, and this is a good area to train up your grass Pokemon, or even water Pokemon. I mean, just grass, because water can take down poison, but this is a good area, and that's actually where I trained up my Sunkern before the third gym there. So I did a little bit of training, as you'll see in a minute, entering the third gym. I trained up my Growlithe because they're a little bit under level. As you can see, I'm actually level 20, I think, there, and I just trained up my whole entire Pokemon, so definitely just get your Pokemon trained up. So in this city, there's actually not a lot to do, because in the originals, there was like that, there's a lot to do. You can battle those like break dancers, you could go up that building, battle a bunch of people up there. I think that's how you got the bicycle? No, the XP share. Yeah, you got the XP share by battling that little office building. I thought that was pretty cool. So here's the third gym. He has a Leaf Annie, Bug Rock, I'm pretty good to go because I also have Oshawott and Growlithe. Not Oshawott, Dewott. Sorry, I forgot you evolved there. And yeah, I also have Growlithe, so I took it down pretty easy. So you'll go all the way to the end of the city here, and you'll battle a couple trainers, but you'll also be meeting a new character that I'll be showing you in a minute. And I'm going to be trying to use my Sun Current a little bit more here, but this is a big area of differences between Pokemon White 2 and Black 2, because I believe in White 2, there's like this little desert town, and I think there's like sort of this like little oasis, desert, little back city here, and we just battled the new character, sort of scientist. I totally forget his name. Sorry guys, I wish I could say his name, but it's a pretty cool character because he shows up in Pokemon Sun and Moon as well. And I really liked him as a character. When I first played this game, I actually thought he was a girl. So it kind of got a little bit awkward when I found out he was a guy in Pokemon Sun and Moon, because I literally thought it was a girl until Sun and Moon. You can actually see his sprite better. I thought it was just like a girl with like really short hair. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. So if you're doing the best team, because I am in the beginning of the best team, so the best team so far is Tepig and Elekid. Your next pick, I would have to say, for a good team would actually be Sandile. Sandile is an awesome Pokemon. Any ground Pokemon is an awesome Pokemon at this point, because you actually be getting Dig. And Dig is absolutely awesome. And I'll be getting my 4th Pokemon here, and I'll be actually using a Sandshrew. No, I'll be using a Sandslash. Why did I say Sandshrew? That's a weird name. Sandslash for this game. I've used a Sandslash once before on Pokemon Leaf Green, and that was on my other channel, Poke Radio. And I didn't really like it in Leaf Green, but in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, totally gets an upgrade. He gets Sword Dance, he gets Crush Claw. I really enjoyed using Sandslash in this game. He's really good. So getting back to Sandile, he can beat the 4th gym and the 5th gym for you. When I say 5th gym, because its main Pokemon is Excadrill, Ground Steel, so I'm gonna be using my Sandslash against that. But he's part Dark, he's part Ground. Dark is really good in this game to have. I'm not gonna be having a Dark type on my team, but Dark is a very good type to have in this game, and he's just a really powerful Pokemon, I have to say. And he gets Earthquake, because some of the ground Pokemon don't get Earthquake in this game, and I'm not sure if you can get I believe you can get Earthquake before the Elite War, or after? I don't know. I know Sandslash gets Earthquake, so I wasn't really worrying here. And I'm getting killed by a Sigilyph here, so I want to talk more about something that I really want to talk about in this game is the difference, how much differences they put between the games and between the originals, because I feel like they totally outdid themselves here. I've always just played Pokemon White 2. I've definitely never played Pokemon Black 2, and I didn't know there were so many differences. There really is a ton of differences in this game. Pokemon, areas, and as you can see, Pokemon, TM Dig is right there, and I just taught it to Sandshrew there, so you can get Dig right off the bat, so that's good for a ground type, and against the 4th gym. So getting back to what I was saying with the differences, there's just so many differences that I just did not realize just playing Pokemon White 2. So if you're going to play Pokemon White 2, I definitely suggest playing both of them, because it actually felt, for me, playing a completely different game. So Sandshrew is going to be evolving to a Sandslash really quick. That's why, one of the reasons I think he's a good ground type Pokemon to have. He evolves so quickly into a final evolution that is much appreciated for the 4th gym. There's that little Rockway. I don't know what that was for. I mean, I played this game after Nintendo Wi-Fi went down, so I don't really know half of the little small stuff in this game and what was purpose was for, and I don't even know what that building was for, to tell you the truth. Never went in there when I was playing. So I'm going to be training up my Sandslash, guys. Definitely take down these 2 routes before you take on the 4th gym, because you're going to need it, because the 4th gym, I think her final Pokemon's level 30, so I'm pushing 24 right now, so definitely get your Pokemon trained up. and this is a good area to train up. So if you're doing a dream team, I would actually suggest getting a Roselia in this area right here. Roselia is a great Pokemon to have. It can help you out even in the 4th gym. I mean, Sandile is going to be helping you out the most, but Roselia is a good Pokemon to have. You can get the Shiny Stone. To tell you the truth, I forget where the Shiny Stone exactly is, but just look up online. You'll find where the Shiny Stone is and get a Roserade. It's an awesome Pokemon. You can get Energy Ball right after the 5th gym in this game. It's a really good Pokemon to have. So, Dream Team so far, guys, is Tepig, Elekid, Sandile, and Roselia, because that's a good team already. That's a good team, because you're not gonna have any problems if you use that team. But I mean, my team's kind of struggling here, because I was actually struggling here, and I actually faint in a bit here. I think it's on the next round, but whatever. So I have not played this game in a long time. Actually, I played Pokemon White 2, but White 2 was actually the first Pokemon game I actually ever beat. It was not the first Pokemon game I ever played. It was Pokemon Gold. It was the first one I ever played. But this was the first Pokemon game I ever beat. And my team was really bad, looking back on it. I picked Tepig. Tepig is my favorite 5th gen starter, if you guys don't know. I picked Tepig. I had an Electabuzz, a Scrafty, a Swanlee, a Beartic, and a Floatzel. That was my team. I know, it sounds pretty bad right now, but I really enjoyed that team. And I liked Pokemon so much, I actually deleted that team right off the bat. Like, I didn't actually get that attached to it, like playing the after game, because I just wanted to play another round of that, and I think I picked Snivy for my next round. I'm getting absolutely butchered by this Badoo here, and I'm going to be fading, guys. I never faint in a Pokemon game. I'm playing on non-Nuzlocke, but I literally get sweeped by this Badoo here, because my Growlithe is dead, and I have 2 Pokemon weak against grass, and yeah, I don't even try. So I faint here, guys, but I promise I won't be fainting in the future. So another thing I want to talk about in this game, comparing White 2 and Black 2 to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I actually went up in these little areas. This is a good place to train too. They're playing sports with their Pokemon. And it's a good place to train. I think there's about 8 trainers in total in both the buildings. I think it's baseball and football. So a good place to train for your Pokemon if they're a little bit under-leveled. You shouldn't be under-leveled for the 4th gym, because it's actually not that hard. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Pokemon Black and White 2, comparing it to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because I absolutely hate Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I love Sun and Moon, I really do. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I thought was a waste of time, a waste of brain. Actually, I don't even know if they use brain power during that game. You have to take on the old gym before you can actually take on the new gym. You don't know where she is, but is she I never knew, is she like a pop star, or is she a model? If she's a pop star, I think, like, oh, 2 musically inclined gym leaders in this game? Lazy, I don't know. But she's pretty easy. She starts out from the Molga, have a good rock type. I actually taught Rock Tomb to my Sandslash, and you can get Rock Tomb in that little tomb area in the desert. Just miss all the little sinkholes there, and you'll find Rock Tomb. So, I think I just literally sweep their whole entire team with Magnitude and Dig. You're encountering Team Plasma again, because I think they want your Pokemon. Team Plasma doesn't really actually have a plot. They're in the first 4 gyms. They're just trying to steal your Pokemon, and he's after them for his Purloin. Not his Purloin, his sister's Purloin. So after you beat Team Plasma, you actually hear End's theme for the first time. And I absolutely love End's theme. That is one of the best songs in my opinion, in all the Pokemon games. That's one of the best songs. Absolutely love End's theme. And actually, I love the Sun and Moon music as well. Like Lily's theme. Yeah, I used to listen to that for 10 hours straight or I went to sleep, because I just love that tune there. So we'll be actually getting our new Pokemon, a Psychic type Gothchick. I'm gonna be calling it Gothchick because I can't pronounce. I can pronounce its final evolution, Gothitelle, but for some reason I can't pronounce its 2 first evolutions. So I'm gonna be calling it Gothchick. So Gothchick, it was a good pick. I really enjoyed using it, but it's kind of weak. It's when it gets to the Gothitelle, when I say weak, it's not weak like power-wise. In moveset-wise, it's weak. Because it literally just learns psychic moves. I know it's the same with Alakazam, but in like a lot of other psychic Pokemon. But just having psychic for a while, like I tried to get Shadow Ball on it. I tried to get my Pokemon a lot of types of moves. I even keep weaker types of moves just to have that move coverage, because nothing means more to me, to a Pokemon, than having a lot of type coverage. I think in my Oshawott I have like Revenge, Fury Cutter, a couple other moves. Like I like having a lot of type coverage on my Pokemon, so I never get like stuck like switching out, using different Pokemon. And this puzzle is not very hard, but I make it look hard because it actually should be dark here, guys, and like I don't know why it's not. I mean, in Pokemon Platinum, the 3rd gym where you like have to find the symbols to go through the right doors, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you play on an emulator for PC, it always does this. It doesn't become dark. I mean, dark caves work out, but like I guess if you're in a gym setting, it doesn't become dark. So it should be easier, but I made it look harder than it is, and I'm just running around here trying to find it out. But you know, whatever. Getting back to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, I mean, I'll get to it in a minute. Here's the gym leader, guys. I struggled on this guy when I first played this game really badly. Really bad, because his X-Drill is actually kind of scary. But I suggest using Ground type for this, for his X-Drill, as I said before. And you have a Roselia. You also have Sandile. You should be good to go for that gym. Your 5th Pokemon for the Dream Team should actually be a Ducklet that you'll get on the bridge. Those little black little circles that will move around on that bridge, the red bridge we just went across. That's where you'll find Ducklet. And Ducklet is an awesome Pokemon. Swanlee is an awesome Pokemon, and I definitely suggest using it as you're flying, and also your water coverage as well. We're in the Pokemon, I'm gonna call it Fight Club, because it kind of looks like a fight club with like the cages and everything. You'll be battling your rival, also your rival from the very first game, so as the first gym leader. One thing I don't understand is he has really powerful Pokemon, like normal type Pokemon, and do they have to face those really powerful normal type Pokemon during the gym now? Like those really level 10 people? Like how he had lower level Pokemon when we battled him. So does he use weak Pokemon to battle new trainers at his gym? I don't know how that works, because I know that's not how it would work in like the anime. So after you beat that, guys, you can see that the Team Plasma ship is here as well at the end of the dock, and you have to battle them because he's looking for his Purloin again. And you also feel like it's really cold on the ship, and that's a little hint of what they're planning to do to take over the world. I actually really like the idea. How they're going to take over the world. I mean, it's kind of throwing you back to, like, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire there with climate control. I don't know. I guess Nintendo's really into climate control. And you go on the trip and you battle a couple trainers, and then you'll just go right back to the town here. You might be under-leveled for a couple of these trainers, so I definitely suggest I don't do it. I definitely suggest getting... Like, I did this as well. That cave back there where the Pokemon Fight Club was, there's a lot of trainers down there. That was the cave that was connected to the 3rd gym sort of cave that were there in the sewers, sort of. There's a lot of trainers down there. There's also... I can't remember that Pokemon. It's Unuva. They're not legendaries, I forget what they're called. You can find it down there, and it's like the bug fire. Oh gosh. I'm literally really good at this, but when I start filming, I just get a complete brain fart. I can't think of Pokemon's names, I can't think of TMs. I'm really sorry, guys, but I suggest taking on that cave. You'll get a lot of good levels there. And you can also get Surf now, guys, so if you guys want to go back and get Energy Ball on Roselia, I definitely suggest it. And there's a lot of grass Pokemon in this route as well, so you can raise up your Ducklet as well to get a Swanlee. I mean, you won't get a Swanlee just yet, but you can raise up your Ducklet. And there's also, of course, Audino in here that you can get a lot of XP from that. And there's also those annoying, like, mushroom Pokemon. I want to say Shroomish, but they're not. They look like Shroomish, though. I like the idea for that, too. A lot of people hate 5th gen Pokemon for some reason. I absolutely love them. They're, like, some of my favorite Pokemon are 5th gen Pokemon. Because I really like them. Maybe because I'm just attached to 5th gen, because this was the first Pokemon game I beat. But I absolutely love all the Pokemon. Like, the Ice Cream Pokemon, the Vanilla Ice, I actually used one in Pokemon Black and White. It's an awesome Pokemon. We'll be catching our 6th Pokemon here, guys. Nose Pass. Let me get started on this Pokemon, guys. As I said in the first part, I love using unused Pokemon that nobody would ever even think of using. A Probopass, I think, is the first start on that. I mean, I know a lot of people might use, like, I know a lot of people use, like, Arcanine, the starter, even the Goth chick there. But I highly doubt a lot of people used a Probopass, even though it's a really good Pokemon in this game. It's really slow, but it's really tanky, and it can take a lot of hits. You can take a lot of hits, and like give it Thunder Wave. That's why I'll be giving it Thunder Wave, and just you can take a lot of hits. It's a little bit hard to train up here, and we'll be getting Goth Chick 7 second evolution here, and you won't be having Psyshock. You don't get Psychic for a little bit later. Those guys, you see those guys there that I just talked to, they'll have a big nugget and a nugget for you. Get those. You can also meet them back at the entrance of the desert for some extra money. There's a doctor. I suggest actually training up wherever there's a doctor. There's like doctors in the cave, so you battle and then they'll heal your Pokemon. That's an awesome place to train your Pokemon because he's like right there. You don't have to run back to the Pokemon Center. Just train your Pokemon up right there, because I do that a lot in this game, guys. I actually have to train up a lot in this game, because I'm trying to do it as fast as possible for you guys. So, I'm not going to be taking on some of the trainers, but I also have to level up a lot. And, to tell you the truth, I don't mind a lot of grinding, because I feel like you get really attached to your Pokemon if you like use them a lot and try to get them up the levels, and I don't find it tiring. I actually enjoy it because I feel like you get really attached to the Pokemon in this game. You'll just get a Thunderstone down there, guys, so I think there's one. You can't get Pikachu. He's got a Thunderstone down there. I'm just gonna tell you that, guys. As you can see, I'm not evolving my Growlithe for a while. I'm gonna be waiting until it gets its final move, Flare Blitz. Also Outrage, so I mean, I know a lot of people probably wouldn't have the dedication to keep their Growlithe on Evolve for that long, but I mean, I'll do it. I can do it. I can do anything. But yeah, I really want Flare Blitz on him and Outrage is actually gonna help me take down the 7th gym of this game, the Dragon Gym. So getting back to what I was talking about, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think they could have pulled it off in DS, Game Boy, but in a 3D aspect, you can just notice every single detail. Like, small details in this game mean the world to me, but small details in, like, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like, I don't really care about. And, like, the surfing game, to tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of boring because, like, you have to stay on the wave all the time. I thought you could, like, surf around, take waves, you know. I'm saying Pokemon needs to be more open world. I've been saying it for the longest time, but whatever. There is the Pokemon Breeder back there, and that's also a good place to train because every time you enter the route, it will reprogram itself, and you can just keep on battling her until, actually, you can battle her forever. And I just did that with Probopass. And how you evolve Nose Pass to Probopass is actually used in Charge Cave. You just go back there, raise it up 1 level, like Magnet Zone, raise it up there 1 level, and you can get a Pro Pass here. Over there is actually X-Scissor that I'll be getting in a minute. I'll be teaching that to my Oshawott. So he'll be having X-Scissor. And another thing I suggest before gyms, train up the Pokemon that are not going to help you in the gyms. I'm going to be training up like Sunflora, Oshawott, Sandslash, because they're going to get a lot of levels during the gyms, and they're going to fall behind. So train up the Pokemon that you're not going to use during the gym, during these routes here, because we'll be climbing the tower, and there's a lot of training up there, and a lot of training over here, so I'll be training up those Pokemon for right now. So getting back to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, I just thought it was very lazy. I literally felt like I was playing the same Pokemon game. I think it would have been, I would have bought in the game if it was, I mean, I did buy the game, but, because I'm a loser and I'll buy anything Pokemon. I feel like it would have been a better game if it was like 2 years in the future. Because, like they did with this game, because I think it would be fun to see like where trainers went, like what happened to Lily, what happened to I can't pronounce any of the names in that game. Your rival, even though I hate that rival, I was saying that in the last video. I absolutely hate that rival so much. I think it would just been cool to see where people ended up, and I felt like they ruined a lot of people's characters in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like her mother. I like the fact that she was bad, and it felt like she was good in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I thought the storyline was sort of sucketh. Didn't really care, like this random beast Pokemon from the first ones are now the main Pokemon. I don't know, I really didn't get it, guys, to tell you the truth. I really just did not get it. Whatever. I mean, this one, they introduced a new Pokemon, Kyurem, and the story behind Kyurem that I'll be getting to in a minute when I give you guys the storyline is absolutely, I think, awesome. And this game is absolutely awesome with the seasons. I know it was in the first game, but I love the seasons of this game. I really do like the Black and White and Black and 2 series. I felt like they're one of the best games that Pokemon ever made. I mean, besides from like Diamond and Pearl and Heart Gold and Silver, they're coming in a close third. In that route, they were just saying guys battling the people, not in the tower, but there is a Pokemon that you can use as your 6th Pokemon in the Dream Team, but it has to be Winter, and that Pokemon is Beartic. Beartic is a slow Pokemon, but he learns also good Ice moves. And I'll be getting to him in a minute. So we're battling the 6th gym leader here, and she's a little bit hard, probably for my Pro Pass, because he's a part Rock, and he has Spark, but you can teach him Volt Switch, but that Pokemon's a little bit hard, but if you have a electric Pokemon, you can absolutely sweep your team. And I actually used my Growlithe to beat her Skarmory there. So, you can get a Fire Stone up there to evolve your Growlithe. It's up there over the Pokemon Center. And in this, I feel like they go to so many places in this game. Like desert. This area is sort of like rocky mountain feel, sort of. They go to snow for a little while because like they freeze the place. I like that sort of rainy feel. They just go to so many places, and I feel like some of the newer Pokemon games need that more, like more climates. That's because I absolutely love climates in Pokemon because it actually feels like you're traveling the Pokemon world if you like go into different climates of the game. Over by the creepy house there with the really cool storyline about the girl and everything, behind the house, you can't see it, but you click behind the house, you'll find TM Shadow Ball, guys. I just taught that to Goth Chick there. And it's a good move. As I was saying, I wanted more type coverage on her, so it's a pretty good move to have. So we'll be going in here. I trained up my Pokemon a little bit because you're actually going to have to train up your Pokemon. Because this is an area that you sort of is a kind of a big level gap, and this is actually a good place to train because you're with your friend here, the blonde-haired girl, and I'm forgetting her name. And she'll hit up your Pokemon every time you battle, so it's a good place to train. I like how they put that in there, because I actually like traveling. Double battles are pretty cool sometimes, and sometimes they're a little bit tiring. They're a lot harder than single battles, but it's a good place to train. Down there in that little cave I'll be going in is actually, the name is slipping me, but the legendary Pokemon, it's Fire Steel. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about there. Yeah, she tells you about it. So yeah, this is a very good place to train. So getting back to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like, I think they even knew that it was just not that good of a Pokemon game, and they probably should have made it. I mean, probably it was good in sales, but I was just fairly disappointed. I thought it was like going to be better than this one. I thought they were going to do everything like Pokemon Black and White 2, but I guess not. I guess not, because there's just so many new places in Black and White 2 that I thought they were going to do that in. I thought they were going to do that in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I mean, I know it's a long time now since Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out, but I'm just a little bit still mad at it, because I spent a lot of money on that game, like $38, and got really disappointed because I was literally playing the same game. Whatever. And also, the rival in this game, I was talking about rivals in the last game, because there's so many rivals in Pokemon Glazed. So many rivals. This rival, I have to say, there's 2 rivals in the first Black and White. And because there was 2 rivals, I felt like you couldn't get attached to their characters that well. I still like them, but I feel like you get attached to this rival a little bit more, because you actually do a lot with him in this game. There's a lot that you can do with your rival. I think his name's Black, right? Yeah, Rival Black, that's what I'm going to call him. And you get really attached to this guy. He has a cool backstory about his sister, and, like, Team Plasma stealing. Like, I feel like there's a lot of comparisons to him and Silver. I feel like, I mean, I know he's a lot nicer than Silver and everything, but him sort of having a vendetta, I mean, I know Silver doesn't have a vendetta against Team Rocket, but Black sort of having a vendetta against Team Plasma, I think enriches his character, I have to say. So over here, guys, it's a route that you can see the level gap here. There's a lot of like 42s, 43s, and you can see I'm like in my 40, like literally 40, 38 right now. And so I'm a little bit under level, but I can handle it. It's pretty hard, because half the Pokemon I chose, like Growlithe, Gothjek, they evolve at like 41, he evolves at 44, 45. I mean, he doesn't evolve at 45, but I chose to evolve him at 45. So it was a little bit harder having some of my Pokemon just a little bit weaker than the rest, not having like a full, strong team. Unlike the team that I'm showing you guys, the best team for Pokemon Black and White 2. And if you guys don't remember it, I mean, it's going to be in the description, but it is Emboar, Electivire, and if you guys don't know where to get the thing that evolves Electivire, it is in the ship. When you first, I'll be showing you in a minute, guys, but it's in the Team Plasma ship, and like go underneath it, you'll find it in one of those rooms. Sandile, Roserade, Swanna-Beartic. That is the best team for Pokemon Black 2. Now for Pokemon White 2, because I know you can't get Electivire in Pokemon Black 2, the game that I'm playing, you can get Magby, where you should get elected. I suggest getting Magmar. I was coming against it, but it's a very good electric type for this game, and I would just use it there. And I told you guys where to evolve Magneton into a Magnezone in Charge Cave. Just raise it up one level, and you'll get a Magnezone. We are battling one of the chiefs of Team Plasma, the new sort of chiefs of Team Plasma that is with Ghetsis. We actually saw one of the older chiefs, and those people that we met, they give you a Zora if you guys want to put that on your team, back where the 5th gym was. those people are loyal to N, and these Team Plasma grunts are loyal to Getsus. So there's sort of two teams here, and what they're doing is they're taking all the stolen Pokemon that Team Plasma has, and they're sort of helping them out. They're taking care of them. And I really like that contrast there. Like, you see the old team for Team, like, Plasma from the original Black and White 2. I mean, Black and White, not Black and White 2. And you can see what N has done. He's helping Pokemon, you know, all that. And I think that's really cool, having like two teams, but they were once a full team of Team Plasma. I find that really cool. Over there by the bridge, guys, under the bridge, there's like tennis players and stuff like that. That's basketball players as well. That's a good place to train before the 7th gym. And also, where that C route that I was saying about the level gap, you start encountering the 3 legendary Pokemon, the Sacred Swords, I think that's what they're called, or something like that. And you can actually put them on their team. You can actually put them on your team really soon, I thought. I mean, I know you can catch legendary Pokemon pretty soon, but having them right before the 7th gym, guys, like, compared that to all the other Pokemon games, that's pretty weird. I know they're not that strong, but they're stronger than most Pokemon, and having that power, I feel like it's a little bit cheating, but whatever. So we just went into the 7th gym city, and it's sort of futuristic, a lot different from the where you see it in the original Black and White 2. And I really like it. It's sort of a Tron vibe there, and I suggest taking on the route before it, because you're not going to be going back to that route, guys. The route before it, like, you're not going to be going on that route to get to the 8th gym. Take on that, you'll be good to go. We just evolved Growlithe into Arcanine, so we finally have an Arcanine. We have a really powerful team now. So get your Pokemon up to at least 45 before this gym. That's my word of advice. That's what I did with all my Pokemon. 46, 45. I mean, they're pretty good to go. I mean, I literally have 42s to take on this gym when I first played this game. And literally had like a 45 Beartic, and he was good to go, man. He tore through that game. Like, I mean, that gym. Beartic's really good with Icicle Crash. You want to teach him Blizzard? I suggest actually keeping Icicle Crash, because 85 power move. I mean, it's bad accuracy, but it's really good. And he can actually learn a lot of different moves, like Shadow Claw. He can learn Scald, I believe. So I believe he can even learn Dive. No, he learned Surf. I know that, because he is like a polar bear. That's cool. That's cool in itself, having like a polar bear Pokemon. That was actually Pokemon Flygon. That's a lot of people use Flygon in this game, and I've actually used Flygon in this game as well, in Pokemon White 2. So that gym's fairly easy. His main Pokemon, Haxorus, it basically just goes for about 4 Dragon Dances, and then will start attacking you. If you can take him out in 4 turns, I mean, I know that's pretty easy, you're good to go. I mean, that's at least what I've had happen to me. He just goes for 4 Dragon Dances, and he never even attacks you. Like, 4 turns. I mean, as soon as he gets that 4 turns done, you're absolutely screwed. You'll get swiped. So, we're seeing Team Plasma. They totally freeze the city with a machine on their ship that is hooked up to Kyurem, guys. They're using Kyurem's, like, Ice Blast to, like, freeze. That's basically their plan. They're using Kyurem to, like, sort of freeze the world. I don't know what they're gonna do after that. I mean, don't really know. They're also looking for the splice thing to make Kyurem stronger, and I'll be getting to that in a minute here. One thing I actually do like about this game, the thing I love about this game, with all the other Pokemon games, you meet the team bad guy, sort of like team captain of the bad guys, really soon. Like, I mean, in Pokemon Platinum, you meet him even before the first gym, like, but you don't know who is behind everything in this game until, like, after the 8th gym. And you find out it's Getsus. I mean, you think it's Getsus, but it's a pretty cool reveal, I have to say. It's pretty cool. So, after you get that done, guys, you get the splice and everything, after you beat the 7th gym, you'll be going back on this route, going back to that sort of seaside little town, And you'll be going on that little underwater tunnel that you can actually see in my back sprite here, guys. I would like to talk about my back sprite. I absolutely love this back sprite, like with the water and everything. Now I know I messed up with the badge case, but my new badge case is blue. I feel like it goes really well with the background. Like, I absolutely love it. So we just went under the underwater cave there, guys. And this town is really cool. If you guys want to meet the gym leader, take on the 8th gym, just go into that little beach house area and he'll flap on the deck there. So I'm gonna actually be taking on this route to go down to the cave first with my man Sunflora. Sunflora is gonna be my man for the 8th gym. He's gonna do a pretty good job. I mean, I have discharge on Probopass if I need it, say on like man time and everything, but I think Sunflora, Sunflora, I have to say, is probably my weakest Pokemon. Like, he can't take a hit. Like, he is really weak when it comes to, like, defense and special defense. But he has the most special attack on my team. I know you would think Gothitelle would, but Sunflora absolutely just has awesome special attack for some reason. So, taking on the 8th gym here with the lily pads, I absolutely love the puzzle for this gym. I feel like it's so pretty, it's so beautiful. It's really pretty. I mean, the puzzles in this game, the gym puzzles, they're really cool. Half of them are just really, sometimes they're cool, sometimes they're pretty. Like, I was just really impressed, I'm gonna say. Because I wouldn't be too impressed if this wasn't a remake. This is a remake, guys. Like, this should have been Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This is what should have been. And that's sort of what makes me mad about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because, like, they could have done this. And, like, with the idea of the region, with the islands and everything, like, making new islands, almost, like, something like that, would have been cool. But nope. I mean, they introduced a couple new areas, but aside from that, boring, man. Okay, so he's going to be starting out with a rock, water. He has Sturdy. Watch out for that. He also has a, Wailord with Bounce, so watch out with your grass types. And his main Pokemon is Ghost and Water. So have a Dark type, Ghost type, or just an Electric or Grass type. His main Pokemon is not really hard. He's probably like one of the easiest gym leaders to take down, I would have to say. So go back. I actually messed up, guys. I haven't played this game in a while. Don't go back here because there is going to be a Crustle in the way that you're going to need a device to get rid of. The device that the scientists there use to get them out of the way, and you're to go to the 4th gym. And I absolutely messed up, so you're going to see me battle all these trainers, and then I'm going to be blocked, so whatever. So to give you guys a little update on like what this channel is going to be, I talked about this a lot in the last video, but I'm going to be making the same content. If you guys want me to play other games, I'm totally open towards it, like Zelda, Mario, Kirby, Sonic. I don't really care. I mostly stay towards Nintendo games, just because I like them better. I think they're better than most games. And if you see Assassin's Creed or anything like that played fast forward, it looks absolutely just like crap. So I'm going to stay more towards the games that are a little bit more like this with the sprites, so it doesn't look absolutely like crap while playing it. Because I know the DS is a little bit faster than the Game Boy. You can see I'm playing a little bit more faster this time around than Pokemon Glazed. So in Pokemon Glazed, guys, as you know, I was sick, so that's why my voice probably sounds a little bit different now. I had a really bad sniffing nose, like absolutely awful. I was about to die at the end of that video. Yeah, so go back here, guys, and go on this route, and you'll find the guy. So getting back to what I was saying, I was supposed to tell you guys the best team. I did in the description. I rated it in the description. If you guys didn't read this description in my last video, I gave Pokemon Glazed a 6.9. I love all Pokemon games, so a 6.9 is actually really bad, because I'm never going to give a Pokemon game like a 1. I might, if it's a really bad Pokemon game, but I'm never going to give a Pokemon game like a 1 or a 2. And I was also supposed to do a thing that I just like doing by myself. I tell you guys my favorite Pokemon on my team, my least favorite Pokemon on my team, the team that the Pokemon that helped me most out during like the 8 gyms, and then the Pokemon that helped me most out in the Elite Four. So I'll be doing that as well. If you guys like that, I know I like that. As I said, I did that even by myself because I just like doing that. So go back here where that crossword was, and you'll use the device, and he'll get out of the way. And here is Team Plasma's ship again. So you have a lot of grunts to battle here, but there is a puzzle. You have to get past these like 4 little electric barrier things that are keeping you from getting to the main boss there, where Kyurem is. So you have to figure out a little bit of puzzle. So if you're playing Pokemon White 2, the puzzle's a little bit different. You'll go on like little tubes that we will in a little while. Like they switch it around. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. So all these grunts are pretty easy. They mostly have dark types, so I'm just sweeping them. So you go on those little warp pads, and as I was talking about Electivire, in this little area in one of these rooms is the Electivire thingy. I forget what it's called. I really forget what it's called. And if you're playing Pokemon Black 2, you'll find the Magnerizer something. I think that's the name of it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. So if you have level 50 Pokemon, you're pretty good right here. You shouldn't have to train. After the 8th gym, you're pretty good to go. I mean, a little bit of training before the Elite Four, but the highest level in the Elite Four, I think it's 61 or 60. I actually totally forget. I mean, I'll be showing you guys in a minute, but it's mostly poison types as well, so Gothitel's pretty good. So I was actually a little bit worried, because for some reason I thought Gothitelle learn Calm Mind. I love having Calm Mind on all my Psychic Pokemon, but it doesn't learn it, surprisingly enough. I would think it would, and you can't get the TM until after the Elite Four, so that really sucks. So I had to find a new move for Gothitelle. So I'll be showing you guys my final moves for my team before the Elite Four, but so we'll be battling the boss again. You literally have to battle this guy like 3 times. It kind of gets annoying, because he literally just has a team of Ice-type Pokemon with a couple Krognols and a Weavile. 2 Krognols and a Weavile. And Krogno is a Pokemon I really want to use, guys. So if we are playing Pokemon Black and White 2, definitely going to try to use a Krogno on my team, because I've never used one. I really want to use one. Like, at the end of my Pokemon career, hopefully that never happens. I mean, that would happen if I died. I want to use every single Pokemon. That is my dream, guys. That's one of my dreams, like, to use every single Pokemon, aside from Legendaries, because I hate using Legendaries on my team. I mean, the only time I've ever used a Legendary on my team is Pokemon Dark Rising, and I actually have an excuse, because that's a super hard game. So, go back to this cave, guys, and in this cave is actually Ice Beam. Definitely suggest getting that. I gave that to my Samurott, and, I mean, if you have an Ice type, give it to that, but give it to your Water type, too, and that's going to help you out against some of the Pokemon, because Ghetsis does have a Hydreigon. I always call it a Hydreigon. I know that's not how you really pronounce it, but whatever. So there's a little bit of a puzzle down here, sort of a password puzzle, and I actually had a little bit of a trouble doing it, because I'll tell you guys in a minute, because after I beat these people, Scrafty was sort of my downfall in this game, because I had nothing for it, because I picked a Psychic and not a Flying type Pokemon to take care of my Fighting type sort of weakness there, and Scrafty was being a real douche about it. It took me forever to beat them, because there's like literally 2 Scrafties in Elite Four. Yeah, that's kind of weird that they have 2 Scrafties, like for the Fighting and Dark. I thought, like, you have a bigger dex now, you can at least give it another Dark type, or whatever. So these are the tubes I was sort of talking about here, guys. So you have to sort of run around the tubes, and you'll talk to the people, and they'll be giving you passwords. Now, a lot of people say you can put Reshiram or Zekrom or Kyurem as a password into that little computer there to get to Ghetsis in his little room with Kyurem. That did not work for me. I tried Reshiram, I tried Zekrom, and I tried Kyurem. None of them worked. It was all denied. So the password in this game is, they'll go up till 9, I think, and you'll just find out what their favorite number is. Mine was 7, and you'll put in 7, 7, then put a 0, then put the 7. So you find out what their favorite number is. It could be 9, 8, 5, and then you put two of their favorite numbers, 0, then you finish it with a number, and that should work. But I don't know why Zekrom and Restroom, because I was watching people and like, why is this not working for me? I was watching people on YouTube like, what's the password here? And they were putting in Restroom, they were putting in Zekrom, and it all worked for me. For some reason, mine didn't. I don't know why. Yeah, see, I'm trying here. It's just not allowing. Yep, denied. And you also have to get the trainer code as well. The plasma card. You get that from one of the trainers, but I think you have to battle every single grunt down in there. So that got a little bit annoying. I was actually like really mad, like, why is this not working? So you have to battle this guy for a 3rd time, guys. He has the same team of Weavile and Krookodile, and that gets absolutely annoying. I mean, I like in like Plasma, Team Plasma, there's like in Team Flare, there's a lot of different like generals, you could say, in like the army. I mean, sort of group, a cult, I don't know. And they all had different Pokemon, so it was really cool to see like their different Pokemon. In this game, you kind of see like you battle him like at least 3 times. You battle this guy at least 3 times too. I can't believe I can't remember his name. But yeah, I think you just found this guy to be a part of Team Plasma in this part. And you have to battle him to get up here. And here is Getsits. The reveal of Getsits was right there, guys. I know it doesn't look that cool because it's fast forward, but he's looking on the TV and he's smacking down his little rod there, his little cane. That Absol is absolutely scary. Don't let it set up on you, because it will go for a sword dance right off the bat and he'll just sweep your team, because he almost did. And heal up your Pokemon, guys, before this, because you have to take on 3 trainers and they're pretty hard. And there was a doctor over there by the pipes, guys, so beat him, get the Leaf Annie, and then you're able to heal your Pokemon. So here is Kyurem finally, and here is N, guys, the big reveal of N. We have not seen N this whole entire game, and here's M right there. So, and he has his Zekrom, and he's turning into Black Kyurem. I was always used to White Kyurem, and personally I actually like Black Kyurem better, because I like that Ice Electric Dragon is kind of cool, I have to say. But not really that hard, to tell you guys the truth. Black Kyurem, if you have a ground type, definitely use that, because it really works well. Like, I used Sandslash, so if you think, oh, I'll beat him with an ice type, don't. So his Crawford Grievous here is really annoying, because he has Toxic, Shadow Ball, and Protect, and that's really annoying, I have to say. Like, he'll go Protect, go for Toxic, so I have my man Arcanine with Crunch, and he takes that thing out pretty fast. So his team, I used to think, was really hard. Not really. He has a lot of Pokemon that can be taken out with like one move. His Hydreigon is really easy as well. If you don't have anything to use against it, it has the Life Orb, so every time it attacks, it takes a little bit of HP away from it. And I actually, my first time playing this game, I actually had to just wait it out. I waited it to kill itself with Life Orb, because that was the only way I could actually think of like taking it down for a minute there. I mean, it should have been easy because I have a Beartic, but whatever. That guy will heal your Pokemon over there, guys, and you go right into sort of the pre-victory road here, guys. I was saying in the last game, I don't like victory roads, but in this game I absolutely love the victory road in this game, because I find it really cool, with sort of the side cliffs and everything, and it's pretty cool. I have to say, I don't like victory roads in like the Game Boy, because everything just looks the same. And like that Game Boy graphics there, everything kind of looks the same, and there's a lot of bridges, a lot of waterfalls. It's just, I'd say this game is sometimes a little bit more prettier than like the 3DS games, because I like the Pokemon sprites. Like, some of my favorite sprites for Pokemon is actually from 5th gen. And after I've like worshipped basically the feet of Pokemon White 2 and Black 2, and White and Black. These are not my favorite like DS games. Actually, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are. And when we play those guys, that will be after our next game. But our next game is gonna be Forest Skies. Then we'll be playing Pokemon Soul Silver, and those are absolutely my favorite Pokemon games, guys. So I'm gonna be like kissing the toes of those games. Those games are gonna be get high, very high ratings for me, guys. You'll see. So we'll be heading into the Victory Road here, guys, and the entrance is absolutely cool. With that drop down here, it kind of reminded me of X and Y. I mean, X and Y is actually the game after this, but it's really cool. And these like torches in the Victory Road are really cool. And I don't know, I'm trying to explain it, guys, but it's really cool with like sort of the water, getting like a little bit of a Lord of the Rings vibe there. But like the levels in here are like pretty high, I have to say, like 54, 55, some of them. So definitely suggest getting your Pokemon just a little bit like leveled up before this game. I mean this Victory Road. I said game, I'm sorry, guys. And there's that one Pokemon that I've been using a lot during this game, and it's like it's Arcanine, and as you can see, he's a lot higher level than most of my Pokemon, and I don't like having that. I really don't, because I'll be using him a lot, and you won't get to see a lot of my other Pokemon, because I tried, because I was saying in the last video, it's very hard for you guys to get attached to these Pokemon like I am. Like, I think I played this game for about a week, and I beat it with recording, because it takes longer. I mean, I could beat this game in like 4 days, but with recording, it adds that extra 3 days there. And I tried to give you guys the connection to these Pokemon, but I know that would never happen, because like in walkthroughs that you've seen, guys, you know, 20 minutes per episode, 35 episodes, at least I get really attached to these Pokemon that you see on the screen through a walkthrough. But with the speed up, only with an hour, I know you guys will never get attached to these Pokemon like I am attached to these Pokemon. Because I actually really like this team, guys. I got very attached to it really fast. I mean, I love every Pokemon that I'm using here. So, talking about the future during the Elite Four for this YouTube channel, I'll be playing Pokemon Forest Guys. If you guys are excited for that, I know I am. Forest Guys, I sort of put it together with Pokemon Glaze. That's why I kind of just want to get them out of the way really quick, because I don't really like Forest Guys. But I promise I won't be as critical as I was with Pokemon Glaze. I was really critical with Pokemon Glaze, and I'm kind of sorry about that, guys, because I was literally just tearing that game apart. And I know it's a fan-made game, I know they tried their best and everything is, and there's a lot of cool parts in that game, like the ski trails, and man, I felt like they put their heart into that game. So I'm sorry if I criticize your favorite Pokemon game, but with Forest Skies, I haven't played it in a while, so I don't know if it's worse or better than Pokemon Glazed. I really don't know. So I've not played it in a while. So I actually struggled a little bit during this Elite Four, you know, with those high levels there, because I was a little bit under leveled. So I struggled a little bit. So I'm taking a little bit of a long time, and this Victory Road goes in circles a little bit. I mean, I try to get every single item that they give you in here, and I literally like backtrack, because this Victory Road will backtrack a little bit there. So with Sunflora, you can see he's not being much of a help. So I'm gonna get some of these things out of the way, because during the Victory Road, Sunflora, I have to say, is my least favorite on the team. I mean, I love using unused Pokemon, and I have used Sunflora before. I used it in Pokemon Silver, but it just could not take a hit. It was so hard to train up. It could just not take a hit, and that's probably why it's my least favorite Pokemon on this team. Now, the Pokemon that helped me out through all the 8 gyms, will actually have to be Arcanine, because Arcanine did not help me. I mean, Growlithe did not help me that much during like the first couple gyms, but he helped me out so much, like for Team Plasma, all those different trainers, even the Victory Road here. that I have to give that to him. I really do have to give that to him. So I'll save my favorite Pokemon until the end of this game, and also the Pokemon that helped me most out during the Elite Four until the end of this game as well. I'll also be rating it at the end of the game as well, if you guys want to know what I gave this game. And it's also in the description, guys, so if you forget what I said and everything. So we're beating Battling Black here for the last time. He's sort of upgraded his team here. He has a couple of new members like Buffalont. And I think, is that the only Pokemon he had on? Because I know he had 3 when you battled him before. His Simisaur. Yeah, he only adds a Buffalon. He also gives you TM Thunderbolt, so if you have a Magnetone, give that to him. So here's my team, guys. I gave Extreme Speed to Arcanine, also gave him the Dark Gem. I'll tell you guys in that in a minute. Also gave Bulldoze, Stone Edge, and Volt Switch to Probopass, Signal Beam and Thunderbolt to Gothitelle, with also the Twisted Spoon, Earthquake, Sword Stance, and Shadow Claw and X-Scissor to Sandslash, also with the Soft Sand, Ice Beam and Mega Horn on Samurott, Energy Ball and Toxic to my man Sunflora there. So the reason I gave Dark Gem to Arcanine, guys, is because this Cofidrivis right here, I wanted to get him out of the way, so I powered up that Crunch. I took more than half, and then I just finished him off. So her team is pretty easy. I know a couple of people struggle on it, but I really didn't. The only person that gave me a little bit of trouble with this Drifloon here, because Probopass is not the best Pokemon, I have to say. I mean, you would think he would be my least favorite, but she's not easy. With the Dark type user here, with a good Bug type, a good, even Fire type, because most of his, or Water type, these two are really easy because they have dual types Pokemon, so you don't have to use exactly what, they need. Watch out for this Scrafty, because he has Moxie. Don't allow him to take out too many Pokemon, because he'll just get powered up. By Bisharp there, just use a Fire type. Alright, with the Psychic user here, I had a little bit of trouble with. As you guys can see, I did not choose to get a Ghost type or a Dark type on my team, so I knew I was going to struggle with her, especially with Gothitelle, because it does have Calm Mind. It absolutely almost sweeped me, guys. I barely ever get sweeped on the Elite Four. This Gothitelle went for one Calm Mind and literally just sweeped me. So I go for the strategy of bringing out Probopass, going for a Thunder Wave. I know he can take her Psychic moves, her Electric moves, revived Arcanine and a couple of some of my Pokemon, and just went from there and took out the rest. So that was sort of the strategy I had, and I would just take out her Sigilyph there with Probopass as well. So Probopass helped me in that area right there. So with the fighting dude, he's pretty easy, because all of his Pokemon are pure fighting type. And he's just really not that hard. I literally just went for a couple Psychics and took him out from there. His Sock is a little bit of a hard because of Payback. He does have Payback. So Iris is the Elite Four champion here. Thought that was a little bit of a random pick, just a little bit. Because to tell you the truth, I didn't really get attached to her in the last game. Didn't really care about her, so I don't know why they picked her. I mean, I think it would have been, no, could have been N. N would have been a good Elite Four, because I think he's a good Elite Four champion before. So, her team's fairly easy. Aggron can be taken out with a Earthquake. Her Lapis can be taken out with Thunder Wave. With the Dream Team that I told you guys, literally all these Pokemon are absolutely easy. You have so much type coverage. I mean, with her 2 Dragon types, Beartic can take out 3 Dragon types. I'm sorry. Beartic can take out, and the rest of her Pokemon can be taken out with Electric type and a Ground type. So that's about it. So guys, that is going to be the end of the game. Elite Four taken down. It was fairly easy aside from the Psychic user. I'm going to be giving this game a 9.0 rating. That is very good, guys. My favorite Pokemon out of this whole entire game was actually Arcanine. It's not the first time I've actually ever used an Arcanine, so Arcanine was absolutely tremendous. And the Pokemon that helped me out most in the Elite Four was Samurott. So guys, I'll see you next time.